How do the best athletes in the world stay on top, even when they lose? Jannik Sinner just showed us the exact mindset that keeps pros confident after defeat. In this video, I'll share the one key word Sinner uses to maintain unshakable confidence, plus a few more mental toughness tools you can use right now. And by the way, if we haven't met, my name is Dr. Haley Perlus. I'm a sport and performance psychology coach, and I specialize in applying sport-specific skills to help athletes and high performers achieve excellence in their life.
Was a bit cleaner today. The things what I did well in London, he did better today, and that's the result. So I felt like he was doing everything slightly better today. I'm still proud of myself about the season I'm playing and making, but yeah, he played better than me today.
The key word is today. After the US Open loss to Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner didn't spiral into doubt. He didn't say Carlos is simply the best player. He said Carlos was the better player today, and that one word changes everything. Why? Because when you say the word today, you keep things in perspective. You keep this setback in perspective. You stop your mind from turning one loss into a permanent story of not being good enough. You keep your mind from engaging in what we call distorted, irrational thinking. And for this, it would be generalizing. If I lost today, that means I lose all the time. Generalizing. No. Use the word today. Maintain that unshakable confidence because it just happened today and you don't have to let that take over.
My team, thank you for supporting me, for understanding me, for working hard, and we all know how much dedication we put in to be here on this stage. It has been an incredible season, a lot of big stages and matches we played throughout this season, and I'm super happy to share this moment with you, with my family, which is home, with all the people I love, my friends, and I tried my best today. I couldn't do more, so thank you for the support.
Jannik Sinner made sure he also referenced the hard work that he put forth, the hard work his team put forth, and that everyone did the best they could today. You see, it's an interesting thing. Win or lose, as long as you know you did everything you could in this moment, it has to be okay. Because if you know you didn't put forth your best effort, well, that's on you, and that's not a good feeling. That feeling is even worse than losing if you have this growth mindset, this motivational mindset, this pursuant mindset, which is the better mindset to have for long-term fulfillment and realizing your true potential. So the idea that you and your team, but certainly you, because that's all you really can control, did everything you possibly could do in the moment, that will be enough motivation to keep going. Now, you don't want to have, I did everything I could, there's nothing more I can do, because that's a fixed mindset and that's not going to help you at all. But I did everything I could in this moment. I'm proud of that effort, and now I'm going to use that to motivate me to keep getting better. That's the mindset you want to have, and that is what Jannik Sinner displayed.
I was very predictable today, on court, in a way of he did many things. He changed up the game. That's also his style of how he plays. Now it's gonna be on me if I want to make changes or not.
What I also greatly appreciate about Jannik Sinner is his ability to evaluate his performance instead of judge his performance. Now, from my perspective, evaluation really helps you to focus on your tactics, your technique, your strategy. You bring logic in as the priority focus instead of judging, which I think is more of an emotional experience. And Jannik Sinner talked about in the US Open Championship, he was a predictable player, whereas Carlos, in that moment, his style of play was more of an unpredictable approach. So Jannik Sinner now has to reflect and assess what part of that he wants to change.
You have to go out of the comfort zone, so I'm gonna, aim to, maybe even losing some matches from now on, but, trying to do some changes, trying to be a bit more unpredictable as a player. And because I think that's what I have to do, trying to become a better tennis player.
Change actually may mean losing a little bit on the way to becoming the better player he can be, which is the ultimate goal. Being the best tennis player Jannik can be is the ultimate goal, and that takes evaluating your performance, going out there and making some changes, and understanding that those changes, well, there's some risk involved. You may have to lose a little bit on your way to becoming, well, achieving your ultimate goal, which is becoming the best player you can be.
But overall, the season result-wise, amazing. For Grand Slam finals of the year, 2 Grand Slams won, 2 times lost in the final. It's incredible results, So very happy, and now we try to finish the year as strong as we can.
Going along with that one key word today, and not letting this one loss spiral out of control, Jannik Sinner also balanced out the loss of today with the reality that he's had a fabulous season and that he's a good tennis player. And so he understands what happened today, but then he's also reminding himself of all the success that he has and all the success that he wants to continue to have. We need to do that for ourselves as well. We don't want to downplay the defeat. It is a defeat. But we also don't want to generalize it and blow it out of proportion. It was a defeat today. And guess what? I still have all these strengths. I still have all these past successes, and I still look forward to all my future successes and more strengths that I'm going to build.
It takes time. It's, one secret is also patience, It's not like comes from now and then in Beijing I'm gonna be a lefty, So let's see. It's gonna take time, and then we see. Look, maybe it's just a small thing. Maybe I can change big. I don't know. So let's see.
Jannik also understands the concept of patience, and this is something we all need to implement into our daily practice. A patient athlete, in the way of understanding that finesse takes time. Changes, improvements in your technical, tactical, strategic performance, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, equipment, nutrition, it all takes time. It all takes trial and error, which means it all takes patience. And patience is a very important mindset to have as a high performer. And Jannik Sinner is going to engage in some of these changes in order for him to be a better tennis player. And with that, it's going to require patience.
I'm a very, very solid, baseliner. I'm a very strong hitter. I'm a good player, but sometimes, adding just something, and I think that's gonna make a difference from my personal point of view, that I can say that I'm gonna become a better tennis player, and I'm gonna change a couple of things on the serve, just small things, but they can make big differences, and then we see how it goes.
He also talks about how these small changes are the most important because the small changes often make the big difference. And we know that. We just have to remind ourselves of it. Keep it small, keep it tight, keep it sharp, and then let those small, tight, sharp focuses give you huge returns.
Something new is now, I'm not number one anymore. So, this also changes a little bit that you chase, it's different. And
another cool thing that Jannik Sinner talks about is now that he's not number one anymore, because Carlos Alcaraz is, He now is in pursuit. He's now in the chase. And that's interesting because there is definitely a different feeling behind being number one and trying to maintain number one, knowing everyone's trying to, take it from you, versus not being number one and trying to chase the person who's in number one and beat them and get back and get that position. And for you, it may not be number one. It may just be improving your ranking. It's a different story. And now that Jannik isn't number one, yes, there's, I'm sure, upset in that, but he can also use that to his advantage. He can use that chase energy to propel him even more. So it's up to him to use it or not, but it sounds like he's going to use it to his benefit. And we can all do the same. If you like these ideas on how to maintain unshakable confidence even during a loss, go to my website at drhaleyperlus.com, where I have a masterclass available to you. It's titled How to Beat Defeat, and it has a free workbook as well. And it dives into these concepts and more so that you can, again, maintain unshakable confidence, just like Jannik Sinner, and continue on your path of success, even though there are some losses along the way. Enjoy. Just to bring it all together and package it up neatly for you, Jannik Sinner, well, he lost in the U.S. Championships to Carlos Alcaraz. But it doesn't have to rip us, doesn't have to steal our confidence. In fact, Jannik Sinner has unshakable confidence. How does he do that? Well, remember these things. Number one, use the word today. That is the key word. Carlos beat Sinner today. He was the better player today. And Jannik Sinner consistently, I think I counted 5 times, even though you may not have heard every clip, but I think I counted 5 times in his interview that Carlos was the better player today. What that means is that he confines the loss in today and he doesn't generalize it, and certainly doesn't spiral out of control. He also maintains confidence because he knows that he's a good player. He knows that he has had success, and he knows that he's going to have continued success. So it's the idea of understanding that today is a loss. It's upsetting. It's not what you wanted, but you maintain it right where it belongs. And then you know that you have all these strengths and successes in the past that you can use to maintain your confidence and stay motivated to improve in the future. Jannik Sinner also really talked about having patience when he wants to improve. So all these little changes that he's going to make, he understands that it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. And so all of us high performers, we have to have the skill of patience, and we apply patience to the improvement, to the finessing, to the small changes. And that's another thing, the small changes make big improvements. Jannik also understands the difference between evaluating his performance and judging his performance. Evaluation, again, in my mind, is more constructive. It's more focused on strategy, tactics, technique. It brings the logical mind, whereas judgment may bring some emotional experiences that don't really need to be there. So be evaluative of your performance. Jannik also understands that in order to make changes, there may be some setbacks along the way. You may lose before you start to win again, whatever winning means for you. You may have to take those risks. Most often you will have to take those risks. Do you accept those risks? Sounds like Jannik Sinner does. Now that Jannik Sinner is no longer number one, he's no longer, at the top trying to keep the top. Now he's not number one, and now he's in the chase for it. And that it sounds like he's going to use that to his advantage. So where are you in the rankings? Can you use that to your advantage? If you enjoyed today's video and you have a question you'd like me to answer, go ahead and put it in the comment section and I will create a video for you. Or do me a favor and help everyone else like this video.